2022 has been an interesting year in corporate crime. It saw the long-awaited Law Commission options paper outlining potential reforms to the way corporate entities are held criminally liable. The option favoured most by the Serious Fraud Office and others is a new corporate offence of failing to prevent fraud, which, modelled on the existing corporate offence of failing to prevent bribery, would hold entities criminally liable where they fail to put in place adequate or reasonable procedures designed to prevent employees or agents from committing fraud. The failure to prevent framework seeks to avoid the difficulties caused by the current identification principle and has been successful, certainly from the SFO's perspective, in securing deferred prosecution agreements and guilty pleas from corporate entities, most notably this year from Glencore, but we are yet to see how the failure to prevent offences will work in contested trial cases. 2022 also saw the imposition of legislation designed at increasing corporate transparency. Overseas entities owning UK property are now required to declare its owners and officers. Various UK and non-UK trusts must now register with HMRC, and the recent Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Bill includes reforms aimed at allowing companies house more active gatekeeping and the collection of more reliable data. But it wouldn't be possible to comment on 2022 without mentioning sanctions. As a consequence of Russia's actions in Ukraine, we've seen a dramatic increase in the way sanctions have been imposed, including on a very wide range of individuals and entities. In terms, therefore, of what we might see in 2023, in addition to a possible new offence of failing to prevent fraud, it seems reasonable to expect next year to be filled with the enforcement of sanctions applied this year, but perhaps also some challenges to the very wide way in which those sanctions have been imposed. Finally, not least because next year will see fresh leadership to the SFO, we may well see a renewed focus on the prosecution of individuals responsible for underlying criminality, something which the US Department of Justice has recently confirmed to be one of its main priorities for next year.